Hey there, and welcome back to Daily Challenges, an educational monster train series where we try to push score on the daily leaderboards. Yeah, so I took last week off. This is actually fun because the way that I record these is if I'm going to do a daily challenge, I've recorded the day of. That way, anyone who's watching the day of could also play the same daily challenge. This means that this is the first episode after my last week off that I'm recording. And I'm not going to go into a lot of details here, but I worked a 60-hour work week thanks to that audit, and I have a lot of strong opinions about how inappropriate it is to ask someone to work that many hours in a week. So, in general, I feel pretty strongly that not great. We'll just say it's not great. But fortunately, I do get a couple days off next week for free, in addition to without even affecting my own PTO to kind of make up for it. So I do think that's kind of a nice little tweak in order to make sure that it's somewhat balanced. Anyway, I am sure I will talk about that more in a proper intro in one of those train of thought videos that I put out still, because that's where I do extended intros. For now, we're just going to move on from that. Thank you for bearing with me as I was out for an entire week. Hopefully that does not happen too often. One of the challenges actually about recording for a YouTube channel regularly when you have a full-time position like that is that really just gets in the way of consistency sometimes. So, it's tough. Anyway, let's play Monster Train, right? It's a daily challenge. That sounds refreshing. This daily challenge, let's see, we have Soul Guard, okay, with Echo Breaks. Our mutators today are Return on Investment, spawn an additional collector in battles that already have a collector. I Like Money, okay. Arduous Arcana, oh god, spells cost +1 Ember, and we have Foregone Power. So, that's rough. We're going to be looking for solving Ember for sure as a result of this. And then Crystal Ball, start with Cheater's Hand, which is terrible because Cheater's Hand, frankly, is not a positive in most cases. It barely amounts to, what, permafrost on a single card, maybe? You can do some jank stuff with it that's kind of cool. I've actually put up some great videos recently, in fact, on using Crystal Ball, well, not Crystal Ball, Cheater's Hand to extremely good effect with things like Channel Song or Prism Retrieval. But the problem normally is that it just doesn't add that much value. So this is really kind of a non-modifier. Basically, this is just a pure negative in a lot of cases. So that's interesting. Scores in general are not very high presently, kind of interestingly. There's one person in the 80k, which means I guess they found an infinite, which is cool. And then we've got a couple 70s, but everything else is pretty far down, right? Actually, a surprising amount of losses on the board, which is very interesting, right? Let's look at that. A 52k loss. That's high shard loss on Divinity, right? I think so. Yeah, I think so. Interesting. We've also got losses on the first 10, right? 56k loss here. That's a huge scoring run that just does not get the victory. Kind of crazy. So maybe it's not as easy of a daily as we would like to think. And I mean, in truth, when you're playing at like 300 charts, no daily is actually easy. You really do need to high roll in order for that to win. Simply too much damage coming in. It's kind of comparable actually to 200 shard Divinity on Covenant 25. The biggest thing you got to watch out for is the difference in the Divinity's attack stats, right? The big change at Covenant 1 is that the waves are pretty weak. But you still need to go tall for the mini-bosses, and you do still need to be durable for the Divinity itself. So, I can see how you might lose it. Anyway, I guess we'll go ahead and get started. So, yeah, cool. As always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's see what the daily's got for us today. Let's see what this one feels like. Oh, it feels like it's been ages since I've recorded. It's been a whole week for me, which is crazy. But here we are. So, yeah, hopefully you're all doing well. I am In recovery is the way I will say it. It's at least the weekend for me, which is great. I'm very pleased about that, but let me tell you, I'm still very tired. I have not slept particularly well. I could potentially see myself taking days off this week as far as Monster Train as well. I might just not be able to catch up on recordings after this whole past week. We'll see. We'll see. I'll post something on the channel if I need more days off just because of recovery time from 60-hour work week from actual hell. So anyway, let's get in on this. At a minimum, we're putting up today's, and we'll see how the rest of the week feels for the rest of the week. Cool, so as before, we are Exile Stygian, default Exile Wurmkin actually, that's Echo Breaks, yes. So it's a good clan combo. It's very spell heavy, which makes the Arduous Arcana modifier very rough. We're facing Explosive Sigil Daedalus, Spell Shield Fell, and Patient Seraph with Ice Tornado, which is literally unplayable, Proclamation, and Urchin Spines. Urchin Spines is excellent. We can lean into the spell weakness and maybe get some Prevalentless kills, possibly. It's what we're looking for in an ideal world. Proclamation is good. I like that card. Ice Tornado is, generally speaking, not very good, and then also, it is literally unplayable right now. So I'm going to click OK, and we're going to look at it, and I'm going to show you it costs 4 Ember, and you're going to go, well, I can't play that. And that is the truth. So, okay. We're going to gloss through the map scan real quick, because it's Covenant 1, so it doesn't really matter. Temples are on 2, 5, 6. So actually only 3 temples, which is kind of tough. Good to know. Dupe on 8 is Steel Side. Sure, nothing fancy. Steel and Magic on 7. Removal Dupe Cave on 6 is really strong if we can use it. It competes with a random Magic Shop. Now I do value Magic Shops quite a bit because I'd like to see if I could lean into the spell weakness here. Maybe get a Remove Consume -2 on that Urchin Spine, something along those lines. Steel Shop, Trinket Shop on 5. Noting that the Trinket Shop on 5 does have money. That's good. Banner Situation. Wurmkin on 4 with Magic Shop. Stygian on 3 with Steel Shop. And then Wurmkin on 2 with Steel Shop. Okay, fair enough. I don't love the idea of Wurmkin banners here because everything is now expensive. It's also going to be very difficult to both incant and inspire when all my spells cost so much. So, Arduous Arcana makes this actually quite difficult. We'll see. Faulty Loader, Worn Grindstone. I think it's got to be Faulty Loader here. Buy yourself some time. Yeah, I like it. We are going to try to take every shard that's available. Titan Channel, obviously. Dire Channel would be dire in this circumstance. Iron Drop Cage. Guild Marker, Hardened Hull. Wurmkin. Wurmkin. We have to chase Endless Egg here, right? I think we do. Hardened Hull is too strong. If we can hit Endless Egg, I think that solves the run. So, okay. Now, we're going to leak damage here, almost certainly, if I take this trial. Ice Tornado is literally unplayable. Proclamation is hard to pull off. Enemies are kind of weak. I think we take this anyway. Maybe I can ping in the back. I've got a lot of health. Money early on will be worthwhile. Let's kick back Proclamation here. We're going to play Soul Guard bottom. I'm going to ping 1, ping 2. Okay. We're going to keep Proclamation. I'm going to kick back Urchin Spines here. I want money upstairs, and I wish to Proclamation downstairs. Okay. We're going to kick back Urchin Spines again. I'm going to greed for cash because it makes a lot of sense to do it. We will take 5 here, but I'm not mad about it. Let's kick back an Ice Tornado. It's literally unplayable. You airdrop in the Urchin Spines and we get the kill. I was setting this up for the possibility of a big spell attack here, but it's actually not even necessary. We just drop in a Train Steward. It doesn't change much, but you might as well. Sure, okay. We take 5. Get the trial, get the win, get it on bottom floor. Great. Cool. We'll take it. I also got both collectors, which I do think is important. Oh man, I love seeing Purple Hoarfrost Effigy. Literally unplayable. Terrible card. Second Urchin Spines, though, is unironically pretty decent here, so I will grab it. But where are my comments? Get out of here. Ugh. Shelter, Echo Snare, Bounding Echoes. Unclear which direction this run will take, but Bounding Echoes is pretty good. Just generally speaking. Echo Snare is a decent card because it is itself purple here, so it actually kills backlines on its own. It's true. I like Bounding Echoes. If you connect that with the egg, you're probably in pretty good shape. We're going to chase Steel Shops here. Multi-strike plus 25. Keeper of Echoes with a multi-strike is pretty good. First of Kin is also an option here, but I do not like the cost of everything on this. Sure, I'll take Keeper of Echoes and then go multi-strike on this. I think that is... We will load up this guy. Multi-strike plus 25, pretty reasonable, I think. He's full now, which is great, in fact. It's kind of what you want to see. Plus 30. Intrinsic on the Bounding Echoes is not bad. There's definitely the opportunity for this to... Yeah, this can do something meaningful. We'll do this. I do need to take shards. Let's bloat up Proclamation. It's better than Ice Tornado here. Oh, do you just randomly infuse here? Am I that strong? This is weird because I think we could take this, but the Arduous Arcana really hurts my ability to actually make this work. Potentially if I connect the Proclamation with the Bounding Echoes, you could get like a Urchin Spines into Proclamation on the boss, and that might work. I think we do need to send it on shards, which is strange but true. We move on. No egg, sadly. We chase in Hardened-Hall. I'm going to take the unit draft here. We should be okay. I might have to play like top floor though, because let me be real with you. It doesn't seem likely that I can pull this off otherwise. It's going to be really hard to bust out Titan Channel in this run, isn't it? That's just accurate. In fact, it's just super accurate. I think I need to play top floor here, as weird as it is. Yeah, I think so. So we're going to go Soul Guard first. Then I incant. Then I Keeper, and we can't play the other things because they're simply too expensive. Now, I'm going to keep kicking the Urchin Spines. I'm going to greed for money. Incant upstairs and Inspire. Woof. This is tough. I need to Inspire Incant twice upstairs or we do not win this. So I have to Echo Break into Urchin Spines. Yeah, just no way around it here. So I give up second Collector, I think. And we blast, and this clears the floor. I think it is simply too important that I don't take 5 billion damage here, so we'll do that. Okay, I want to play the Urchin Spines downstairs. We're going to kick the Proclamation here. This is rough. There's no way. I didn't have enough purples on bottom here. Top floor, I mean, this would be a great turn for an Ice Tornado, if only I could play the card. I wonder, I think if you Frostbite here, we get 16. I mean, we can kill the front guy, is the thing. And then what, take 7 in the back, I suppose? Yeah, I think we have to do this, right? Oh, he lives with 1, of course he does. That's grotesque, 15 damage. This is gonna be bad. Can I get this kill? No, I didn't get a chance to play the other thing. Okay, fine. Yeah, just go ahead, get some frost in, I guess. May as well hit him with that 50, sure. This is unfortunate. This is unfortunate, I would describe. I mean, we technically wouldn't win unless I click this proclamation. But fortunately, I can click the proclamation, so that's great. Cool. We take a bunch of damage. We play on top floor, a bad floor for us. But I think these are all important things, sacrifices we have to make in order to maybe get in the head. I do want the ping. It's also purple. Give me flash freeze, please. Oh, 2 embers, so gross. Echo infusion, hosting kin. I think we kind of have to take the Echo Infusion, if I'm being honest. Maybe bank on seeing a Karuska or something. I think we need to. It's not purple, unfortunately. Offering Monument, yeah, Echo Infusion. Okay, alright. Potentially possible to assemble the Infinite here. We definitely click the Offering Monument. We go to the right, yes. I want to look for stuff. Steel Shop today has Large Stone. We're just going to give plus 25 to the Offering Monument. I'm going to spin this and give him another plus 25. Endless is an interesting option here. Armor. I can take Icy Silophyte's Infusion into the Offering Monument, potentially. It's not good, but it does let me maybe assemble Spell Weakness on the Divinity. Assuming you could somehow clear the floor. Siren Song, maybe? Eventually? Possibly. It's tough. It's not a bad choice. It doesn't do anything for me now. And I almost would prefer to just give him 15 health from the Train Steward Infusion. I think we're going to skip this and then grab the Horde. Conscription Notice. Although I do love Lost Luggage Intrinsic Bounding Echoes hit. That's very strong. It's going to be ridiculously difficult to play that opening hand, though, so I don't think it's very good. And I would like the ability to prop up my early game with Conscription Notice. I don't feel strong enough right now. Let's take this. Conscription Notice seems important. We're going to plus 25 the Offering Monument. I think it is overall worth more. Obviously, Endless could work here if, and I say if you can use off the Echo Infusion to prop up his hit points after bringing him back, because he revives at 1 hit point, which is not great. We're going to go with the plus 25 here, though. It's going to be fine. We have a lot of good opportunities for overstacks here. Spike Driver Colony, Rail Spikes. Rail Spikes are pretty okay. Spells cost +1. How does that affect X cost cards? You can still play them at 0. It doesn't matter. I'm going to grab this, because with Spell Weakness, maybe you could assemble a Blast that insta-kills the Divinity or something, possibly. I'm going to take the Rail Spikes. This feels like something I should grab here. And then let's move on, possibly. Yeah, this is still quite weak, I think, but we're kind of getting there. Okay. Let's kick back Bounding Echoes. Man, Bounding Echoes into Proclamation could be a really good play. So if I kick back the Foregone Power, what does this look like? Soul Guard, Offering Monument, Tank with Train Steward. That is itself 3 embers, but I play the Bounding Echoes. So I think we have to eat the 10 damage on Offering Monument here, actually. And we will kick back... It doesn't really matter. I'll kick back the spell so I can actually play it next turn. Our angle here is going to be... I kind of want to kick back the Proclamation and then maybe see if I can connect the Proclamation later with a Spell Weakness Daedalus. This is possible to get an insta-kill. It's going to be difficult to connect it, though, because he places bombs in front of himself. So that is itself a challenge. I wonder, what the right play here is. Because the thing is the bomb right now is already blocking me from putting 200 into him. Otherwise, I could. So it wouldn't insta-kill him, but it would do a big chunk. And that helps. I would like to connect the Bounding Echoes to this block proclamation, but it would also be nice if it actually, worked. I think instead I could just kick this back, and then we can go... I want to get the incant... Oh, it's going to draw if I play this Offering Monument into it, right? Yeah, that's true. So I think it is as simple as Soul Guard, Siren, good. We'll take the Siren here, I think. That's better than... It's pretty good. I was thinking about it, I was like, it's better than Offering Monument? It very well might be, actually. Alright, sure. We'll go Bounding Echoes. I'm not actually going to play the Offering Monument. Maybe I put him on another floor for now. That's fine. Then I'm going to play the Trained Steward, which will die. And that's acceptable. Okay. I wasn't expecting a Siren, which is a nice pickup there. Ugh, I guess we keep kicking back the Proclamation, right? We're going to go Keeper of Echoes here, and I am going to Inspire trigger. Arduous Arcana is disgusting. For anyone keeping track, this is absolutely horrible, I think. I really need to bring him out upstairs, I think. Let's Spell Weakness middle here. Let's blast upstairs. I need to bring out the man. Okay, fine. Man is brought out. Excellent work. Okay, he's got the melee weakness. I don't actually know how possible it is for us to get a kill here, but we're going to try our best. I can do like 100 there, which is fine, I suppose. I would like to shoot a guy, I think, is the right call. I think it's actually just objectively superior to... What? Yeah, shoot a man, and then simply do 0 damage here with this. And then that's an Inspire, and we're okay with it. Fine. I don't think we're connecting this the way we want to. I'm going to keep pushing back Proclamation here. Let's Frostbite the back here and then try our best. Yeah, we're going to leak here, and it's just going to have to be okay. I think we only take, 2 hits. It'll have to do. Where's my purples? There's a purple on middle. So we have to play the Offering Monument mid-floor. Ugh, it's going to be annoying because Cheater's Hand draws back from Offering Monument, unfortunately. Ugh, gross. Well, I don't really know what else to say other than let it happen, I suppose. I guess we'll go upstairs. Hold up, we'll do this. I'm going to blast at least the guy that does 6 upstairs. That's for sure happening. I could wait. It's an option. That's true. I could wait. See if I get a purple here that's playable. Alright, good. So now what you do is you just self-ping here. Blast them. Alright, we did 1,000 damage. It'll have to do. Not great, admittedly, but not terrible. Wurmkin etchings. You could possibly chase like a Wurmkin etchings Deep Offering Infinite here. Ancient Synergy feels like the much better play, but it's really hard to actually play here. It's true. Ugh, my cats are going ballistic. Here, let me hang out on this screen and pause this, and I will be right back for a moment. You won't even notice I'm missing. Okay, and we're back. So, fun story. We bought our cats these toys. They're called Spring. They're called Springs. You know what a spring is. Anyway, they're like fuzzy little springs. And they just discovered that if you put them on tile and kick them really hard across the tile, they slide and bounce off of stuff. And that has currently become their favorite pastime. They have developed a new third brain cell specifically for interacting with the springs on tiles. So they're doing great. Actually, it's all fine. I thought it sounded a lot worse because, I don't know, they were getting into it, they were yowling and going crazy, and I was like, what's happening? As it turns out, they're just having a blast. They're having the time of their life. So, great, cool. Anyway, I'm going to click Ancient Synergy here. I think it's just the better spell. I'm going to be taking Ember anyway because I think Arduous Arcana forces us to do that. And this spell is also purple. If I can find some -2s somewhere, even though I only have 3 temples, a single one would be great. Eel Gorgon Hard Pivot. Eel Gorgon Hard Pivot? Is that an option? Can I make that work? Maybe. That seems like a difficult pivot. We don't have the offensive scaling that really works with this. Keeper of Echoes Infusion is too slow. It's sure strong, though, but... No, I don't think so. I think we go Keeper, and we self-infuse and lean into the thing that we're already doing. Yeah. It looks like this Hardened Hull is fully dead, by the way. Anyway, we're going to take Ember because I need to be able to play my cards. So, here we are. Okay, let's go to this magic shop. There's a lot of stuff we could see here that would be great. So we'll see it, hopefully. -1s in particular. What's in this banner? Oh, they finally show us an egg. A little late there, champ. I don't know about this. I think we skip Yon Kinhost Vessel, sadly. Grab money. Dark Forge says... Man, Titan Channel 2 is going to be really hard to activate. I think we still click it, but that's tough. I don't know about that. -1s. I mean, I gotta make cards cheaper. There's really no way around it, is basically it. I have to make cards easier to play. So the first one is going to be this Proclamation. I mean, 10 and Piercing might be cool here, but the truth is that I can't afford to be playing everything this expensive. Sure. 20 Consume. Yeah, I'll blow up an Echo Break. I'm still gonna... I hate these Ice Tornadoes a big time. We're gonna skip the Permafrost here. I already have everything else. Holdover is... interesting. Holdover -1 Echo Infusion is probably the angle here. And then I can kick the Bounding Echoes until I can connect it. I think so. 20 Consume. I'll burn another Echo Break, sure. I'm also going to Bio Removal here on these Ice Tornadoes. They're both extremely bad cards in this particular run. Okay, they're gone. Great. I need to self-infuse Keeper coming up. Sure, we're at 90 shards. We've taken everything I think we reasonably can. Mark of Invasion is acceptable. I need this money. Soulguard's not at risk. Really good connect here. I think we're going to kick back the Ancient Synergy. It's never getting played on this turn. And we're going to go... Ember. We want to go Soulguard here for sure. Animus of Will is an exceptionally good hit. But we're going to airdrop in the Keeper first. Then we Bounding Echoes. Then we drop in the Animus. And then we start scaling here. And I think that this should get there. The Echo Infusion is really good here. 30-30, I can't connect with the stupid Collector? Unreal, that's so frustrating. Okay, well, fair enough. I could potentially, by doing like Offering Monument and then Echo Infusioning it, but it's just going to draw back the Keeper that I put away, so I think we go upstairs and just keep clicking it otherwise. Spell downstairs, sure, it's fine. This is the thing, I mean, like, a lot of, like, this return on investment is good, but if I can't actually connect it, it's completely pointless, right? It doesn't actually do anything that I want. Let's get the collector. Get a collector at least seems important for me. I would like very much to kill this curse guy in the back and avoid this 1 damage, probably is the best angle I'm going to get. Killing the man, sure. We still haven't turned on Soul Guard, which is rough. It is, as they say, rough. We can at least do something here. I'm going to be able to activate him, which is cool. That helps, you know. It's a big part of our damage, as it turns out. Okay, we'll blow up a man here. It's good to do it. Flick the card, blow up a man. Shoot a man, I guess. I take the... I deserve that. I didn't even think about offering Monument there. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Alright, great job. Good job, me. I'm doing great. Alright? Don't ask me to make difficult decisions. I'm not going to try to... Yeah, it's fine. I took 3 damage. I deserve that. Let's be real. I deserve that. Unbelievable. And now I'm going to draw back into it, but I did save the Ember for it this time. Woof. Alright, I think we survive. We do. And Inspire triggers are rough here, but anyway, thank you, Animus of Will. You did your best. I took 3 damage there. I didn't need to. That's a bummer. That's a lot of percentage we're losing. More Urchin Spines. Ice Storm is pretty decent. Ugh, things are just so expensive. This would be a really good plus 30 pickup, though, so we'll grab the Ice Storm, I think. Forgotten Trade. It might be good, actually, because it generates potentially positive Ember, and I think I need that, so here we are. You just go to the trinket shop and we try to high roll, I think. Yeah, I'm good with it. Money. Trinket shop says Bog Slime. It's okay. Token of a Trader, Trader's Quill. Both are kind of garbage. I'll take the token, though. It might provide valuable. It provides value because of damage shield popping, things like that. Titan's Claw is maybe okay. 10 and Piercing. I could pop the Rail Spikes here. That's kind of an interesting choice. You could load up a Rail Spike here, which is maybe not bad. 10 and Piercing on this. I mean, they're all playable at 0 cost. I think we do want to invest in this. 10 and Piercing into Ancient Synergy is also pretty decent, though. Big fan of that. Good on the Proclamation. Decent on the Ice Storm. I'm going to load up the Rail Spike here, I think, is the angle. Because I'd like to be able to play this. And then we're going to go Keeper into Keeper here. Because I would like to improve my draws. Here, Bog Slime is not bad. It's not bad. It's pretty decent, in fact. I think I'm going to grab that. Dun Echo is an option, but let's spin it, because there could be a high roll here. There is not. Okay, so... what am I trying to think here? We've assembled the floor. My last infusion is Train Steward into an Offering Monument, and that's just going to be okay. Next floor, I think we go Removal Dupe here. I'd love to go to this magic shop being real. In fact, I don't know if we can. I don't know if we can do a lot of things. Spell Shield. Dicey. I think we can take it, but dicey. Turn 1. There might be an angle here. So my turn is going to be Soul Guard. I think it's actually Soul Guard, Bounding Echoes. It's 3 Ember left. Then you go Offering Monument, which is a purple play. Then I can freely Forgotten Trade. It's tough. I think we give up on Soul Guard's incant here to get purples on everything, and then we play stuff out and try to hit a Forgotten trade here. But yeah, I think we just send it on the Bounding Echoes right now. Yeah, then we drop in stuff. This is probably going to be Keeper next. Worth it to click the Forgotten trade here, but I should consider if I'm playing the Thug on this floor. Money is good. I could also draw cards instead with Offering Monument here. Money's probably better if I'm being honest. I think money is going to be superior in this particular case. Yeah, so we're going to click that. Then I offer the Forgotten trade, which is unfortunately a lot of unspent Ember. We're going to drop the Offering Monument middle here and chill, I think. Okay. Now I could clear... No, I can't actually clear mid-floor at all. True. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. I could greed for money. You ready for that? We like money. Purples. Upstairs, we need to incant. It's important. Interesting challenges. These spells don't really do anything, and that's going to have to be okay. Now, if I do this, greed for money, we're going to take 5 billion damage upstairs. It seems like this floor got double upgraded, let me be clear, which is among the worst possible things that could happen here. So I can kill the front guy, incredibly, which is, you know, respect is the way I will say it. Respect. I can kill him. And I think, if I'm being honest with you, I should. 100%. It at least pushes damage through to this goon, which then hits me 1, 2, 3, 4 times for 40 damage. Good grief. We're going to hold the proclamation, I suppose. Buff upstairs. Somehow this guy is alive. I can't believe it. We are going to save some health here. I think it's super important to do it. You blast 1. Cool. What did I just add to my deck? Is it really adding purge copies to my deck? Is that real? Really? Is that permanent? Is that a permanent card I have just added to my run? I don't know. Okay. Fun. Now I can clear top floor, actually. You go Ancient Synergy, which does kill the front guy. And then... what? I guess you could Ice Storm to try to pop everything, but then you have to... I think it's actually Ice Storm into Echo Break, and you hope that you hit 2 on each person. We'll kick back the Ancient Synergy then. Alright, that worked. Shame. The armor here actually causes a problem. I'm going to go ahead and Echo Infusion up front. Ah, bummer. Okay, we get the kill. It'll have to do. Yikes. Okay. Rail Spike is going to save the day. Believe. Full trust. Let's take some health upstairs. It's good. I'm going to Frostbite in middle. I do want to pop 1. Cool. We're going to shoot the other guy. Fine. Yeah, this didn't exactly feel that inspiring, if I'm being honest with you. I think we are going to Ancient Synergy here. And then take some health. Yeah, we are passing away, as it turns out. So let's see what we can do. Yikes. This is a really nasty challenge, if I'm being honest with you. How do I articulate this so that I don't pass away? Maybe it is the offering monument instead of... I think part of the issue is that I need to save the bounding echoes to connect with the echo infusion for scaling, because it's one of my only zero cost cards. So I think we go bounding echoes, soul guard, keeper, and then you offering monument here. And we play the forgotten trade. This will draw back the bounding echoes if I do it, so I think we don't do it. This is weird, but fine. Right, so now we go bounding echoes upstairs. We can... I could greed for it middle floor, but I think we really need to let these guys walk. We're going to Urchin Spines downstairs here. I'm going to scale up top. Sure. Alright. Continue scaling upstairs. I could greed for money here. I don't think I should is the concern I have. In fact, I think it's almost certainly better to let it go. I think I kind of want to keep scaling upstairs, though. Is that not true? I think that is going to be true, almost certainly. I guess I will take some money middle. It's not terrible, right? It's fine. We still take 1 billion damage upstairs, though. It's kind of a concern. I can just murder this man, though. I have the spell shield down, so that is an option. So I think we will... I can actually just kill the guy in back. Hold up. Wow. Incredible news. And then we shoot this guy in front, and we keep sending it here, and eventually he will die. Amazing. Scaling or something. Cool. So I think offering monument is the correct answer 10 times out of 10 here, basically, is what we're learning. Yeah, I mean, offering monument is the correct answer here. I think that is core to our success on this particular run. Let's see, I think we just keep playing it out like so. You click the forgotten trade. I think we do want to pop spells here. I'd like to stop as much damage as I can. We're kind of just drawing cards here. Yeah, alright, here we go. And then we blast this man. Seems good. Then we come downstairs. We kill some guys. We kill some guys. Sure, okay. We've made some copies of this card at this point, which is interesting and good, I suppose. I'm looking to break this spell chain, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to kick back the Flash Freeze. I will Ice Storm first to get rid of everything. I'm going to Urchin Spines the boss. We're going to continue to move up like so. I'm going to shoot my own friend. And then I'm going to Oh, I don't want to self-ping upstairs. We'll leave that copy in. Okay. Our goal is to connect this with Big Spell. That's the plan. Interesting. Well, Big Spell is not coming. We're going to shoot him with the Rail Spike, I suppose. And that will kind of just have to be the best we can do here. How peculiar. I eventually get the kill with by drawing into the Proclamation, though. Hey, you know what? Don't mess with it. It's fine. We have an X. Click X. So this was the better play here, somehow. incredibly. Okay, we took no damage on that. I don't know how. Glacial Seal, sure. I mean, you could take him and put him in Offering Monument and try to go for a Frostbite Infinite on this, but we could also just do that with literally anything else we have in our deck. Doesn't matter. Soul Crushing Guild seems medically necessary for this run. Let's click it. Good grief. Alright, we get the Rail Spikes upgraded. Incredible news. We have 4 copies of them? Seems okay. Sure. Sure. Now, removal dupe is nice. What do you dupe here? Great question, actually. I think I'm going to go to the magic shop because I need to make things cheaper and it needs to happen now. Spell Chain Intrinsic. Intrinsic with the Bounding Echoes being intrinsic potentially lets me connect something with it. But that's going to be tough to... It's tough to figure out. Anyway, we're going Train Steward into an Offering Monument here. Sure, bud. Let's go. Holdover. That's such a difficult play. What do you hold over here? Anything? I don't know. It's tough. And that was our last temple, which means no -2s on this run. This run kind of sucks, y'all. I'm going to be real with you. This run kind of sucks. I want Ancient Synergy to become playable, so I'm going to make this -1. Sure, it is technically playable already, but you're never going to do that. I need to incant and do other things. I don't think we take this holdover. +10, let's make Ice Storm maybe not bad. Ugh, I might even remove the Ice Storm now. It's genuinely bad card. Yeah, let's re-roll this. Remove Consume. Urchin Spine's pretty tempting. 20 Consume. I mean, 20 Consume and Ice Storm is actually a better play than removing it. Then it actually hits something and goes away. I'm good with that. -1, I'm going to make Ancient Synergy more playable. I think we cut garbage where we can. Which is what? I don't know. This run is so not good. Remove Consume is an unfortunate impact to... I guess the Urchin Spines is still the play, right? I think so. Okay, we'll do it. If I dupe the Echo Infusion, I could potentially infinite off this, right? That's true. As long as I can connect... Yeah, it's there. It's there. As long as you can connect the Bounding Echoes, I can get the Inspire Infinite off here. So removals should be targeted towards things that are sticking around. So let's drop a Proclamation here. Let's drop... I mean, things like these Train Stewards are ridiculously difficult to play. So they're kind of bad, because I'm not going to be able to get them out, but... Let's drop a Foregone Power, I suppose. There's a possibility I should have maybe considered remove consuming the Forgotten Trade to generate Infinite Ember. And then possibly we could have done something silly otherwise, but... There's ways this pops off. We're going to cut a Foregone Power here. I am removing cards because I'm a little leery about stuff. Intrinsic here, I would love nothing more than to connect... Man, I wish I could Lightstone Casing the Echo Infusion here. That would have been sick. The Forgotten Trade, maybe? That's an important turn. I'm just thinking, you know, as much as I'd love Soul Crushing Guilds on turn 1, I don't think that's feasible to generate this many Echoes and play everything else out. Let's play the Forgotten Trade here, then. Spell Chain is on what? I could not begin to tell you. Spell Chain, the Forgotten Trade, more Ember, possibly? Hold on to an extra copy of Bounding Echoes for a rainy day? Play it turn 1, play another one later? Maybe. It's one of these two. Neither of them are great, so we'll click the one we can get, and then we'll move on, I think. It's the best we're going to get. I'll tell you what, this is basically a purely negative run in reality, because return on investment is just too hard to connect, and Crystal Ball is unhelpful. It's a really good turn 1. This is, in fact, extremely ridiculous. We're going to go ahead and drop in Soul Guard. Rail Beater is tempting to play. What an interesting thing. I like the Offering Monument a lot more, though, especially with the Echo Infusion being purple here. So let's Bounding Echoes. Then we drop in the Keeper. We're going to start scaling here. Keep clicking the cards. I will drop the Rail Beater. He'll kind of just do his thing at this point. We're going to play the Offering Monument, of course. 100%. Yeah, for sure. Airdrop in this guy. It's good. We're going to keep playing purple stuff. Just burn cards. It doesn't matter. Yeah, a lot of this is kind of whatever here. Ah, of course. Was hoping for better, but it's fine. Okay. We're doing alright here, I think. It's looking better than it could have. We can pop... We can actually just play cards first, right? Just play cards. It's good to do. Urchin Spines. Pop a guy. Pop a guy. Keep doing it. This Soul Guard is now online. It's great. We're going to keep popping guys. Yeah, I think we're going to work on these guys downstairs, though. Take out some of these backlines here. Yeah, it's a pretty decent turn. It's a pretty good one. We'll take it. I'm looking for pretty much any good solid plays here. Blast middle, it's fine. Blow this man up, still fine. Cool, yeah. We're pulling out some good numbers here. Save everything else. I think we could potentially make this happen in a meaningful way. This being an infinite, so it's very possible. Yeah, it's definitely within the realm of reason. We're at least having some success on scaling our floor right now, which has been kind of difficult. Admittedly. I do want to pop that one spell shield in the back before we nuke a man upstairs, because if I can now connect the one good spell, we might be able to get a kill. It's worth it to click this one for sure. Definitely send that. We'll keep drawing. I will daze the boss because it's definitely wise to do. We're going to pop a friend, but I'm going to try the foregone power first. Yeah, that's good. We'll take that. Chillin'. Okay, we do some damage here. Now, unfortunately, we can't really connect until we go to Proclamation next floor, and we get the kill there. If I click nothing... 6x, 7 times 200 is 1400. Yeah, I mean, just click nothing. We don't want to draw on this turn, so let it ride. I guess I'll heal this guy middle. Doesn't, yeah, that's fine. Sure. Let it ride. Cool. And then we kill. Great. Okay, we did it. 2-turn boss rush, no damage taken. It's looking better. It's not great. Yeah, man, someone definitely did this Deep Offering, Wurmkin Etchings, Infinite. I think you can do it, but you have to use the Forgotten trade to generate energy. It's definitely here. It's one of the most annoying infinites. This is something that I just don't like doing because it's annoying. You're clicking things in a very specific order and it makes sense in the end, but you're just like, it's hard to visualize in advance, in my opinion. But regardless, it is super here. You play this daily and you have Forgotten Trade, Deep Offering, and Wurmkin etchings, and you're golden. So Gifts for a Guard is not terrible here either if you just want to send it real hard. You could force the infinite pretty quickly with this. We're still going to go ahead and skip here. It's fine. Card draw is probably it, right? I think that's accurate. I think that's accurate, yes. Now I'm going to chase... Removal's good, admittedly, but chasing Magic Shop also very good. Removal's very good, though. Where am I going on Ring 8? Man, another Steel Shop for a dupe. It's unfortunate. I'm not looking very high on shards right now. I do want to dupe, though, right? The dupe is important. I think with the dupe plus the Offering Monument and a second one of these Echo Infusions, we can go infinite pretty reasonably. We have to cut a lot of cards. So I do think we go to these removals, right? You saw how difficult it was to actually play out these Train Stewards. I think they need to be removed. It's easy to be like, they consume, but you essentially can never play them. Founding Seal, yeah, buddy, okay, sure, that certainly helps the run. Titan Channel 3 looking a lot more secure after that. Multi-strike. I mean, I guess we'll look at the Caverns. It could give me a Pyrestone Housing. Trade help for Relic. Yeah, see, this could give you Pyrestone Housing right here, yeah? Mark of a Champion? Sure, that's great, actually. It's not, you know, Pyrestone Housing, but that's fine. The reason you do this in this order is because I could very well see a multi-strike and put that into Keeper or something. Anyway, I think buying a removal is probably the strongest thing we can do from this position. I actually think Founding Seal might hurt because it means that he procs twice. It's actually an interesting situation. But I do think removing cards is valid and important here. So, with no more Magic Shops in our horizon, we're going to drop, I guess, a Foregone Power. Although this Echo Break is pretty tough, too. 2 cost. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Sure, we'll drop this guy. And I think we chill and move on. This is going to be a really weird run. Spikes. That's pretty scary. I love money, but it's pretty dicey. If I'm being honest with you. Pretty dicey. Take 1,000,000 damage. Definitely possibly lose here. Removals. I mean, that is a full-on removal coming up. Are we fast enough in any world for this? Not really. I mean, yes, actually, because Solgar does 5,000,000 damage and insta-kills the front guy. And turn 1 is not too bad. Yeah. Sure. We're going to keep kicking Mr. Bounding Echoes, though. Am I? Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. Okay. Soulguard in. Let's do it. Told Kalia not playing you. Fine. I am going to kick the Forgotten trade here, I think. It's good to do it. Although, yeah. We're going to click it. It's good to have. I'm going to blast the Conduit in the back on bottom. I'm going to attempt the Foregone Power. Good. I'll take it. Great. Cool. And then we let it ride. I guess I could send this Purge copy, yeah? It's fine. We'll let it ride. It's okay. Alright. Unfortunate, but we keep kicking Bounding Echoes. I need to connect it with an important card. We're going to go ahead and Train Steward here. And then, what, we Echo Break mid-floor, I guess. I do want to get money here if I can, so we'll greed on it, right? Yeah, we'll greed on it. And then we'll Frostbite this out. I guess I could shoot this man for something like 40 damage. It's probably okay to just click these, right? It's not great, but it's fine. This guy's a little scary, right? Depends a lot on card draw coming up. Okay, we hit some important stuff. Good, great, wonderful news. Let's go ahead and click Bounding Echoes, because that's important. Yeah, we're currently about to fully pop off is the play, right? That is indeed the plan. I can nuke a guy mid-floor, which seems smart. I am looking for scaling. It's your +4/+4s to get them out, which is really smart to do. So let's click it. Sure, sure, sure. I'm going to play out the Cold Kalia, I suppose. Let her get ripped. Yeah, this is acceptable. We'll be able to activate Soul Guard next turn, which is important. Cool, I'm good with this. I don't need the Soul Crushing Guilt here. We activate Soul Guard. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Play the last Bounding Echoes, it's fine. We definitely get this kill. Purple cards are your friend, especially if they consume. It's good to get rid of them. It's kind of crazy how fast this goes, though, right? This is definitely just fully blasts. It's fast card draw. Yeah, so I mean, this is as simple as consume card, draw stuff, hit card, strong, redraw thing. Yeah, we actually, I mean, at this point, I'm literally infinite right now. If I had one more Echo Infusion, I am infinite right now. So that is good to keep in mind. Yeah, in fact, we are infinite right now. If all I can do is remove like one card, we have it. I can even improve this by playing the Echo Breaks out. So I think we're like super chilling, basically, is where this is at. You blast a guy, we blow a guy up, we can draw cards. We're feeling reasonably good. Get some spell chain in, nuke him for 600. Seems like a good opener. Cool. We should have this victory here for sure. Yeah. 100%. I'm gonna get rid of this thing in the back. That's concerning me. Yeah, we'll kill him. Great. We super win now. 331, man. I mean, it's over, right? We can just draw our whole deck, blast, nuke. We finally lost the man, but we still kill him with spells. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I think we have this. I just need to dupe the Echo Infusion. I'm going to click the Unnamed Tome. This is a surprisingly good card here. Yeah, I know adding cards is not ideal. Skip this. But that's a consumer. It's good. We're going to go to the right. It's the right choice to do it. Take the money. We got the money from that trial, which is awesome. Here's Pyrestone Housing. Hey, wait. Actually, yes. Pyrestone Housing. I'm going to go ahead and toss another +25 in the Offering Monument here. Make him huge. Reroll that. I'll take a +25 in the Keeper as well. That's good. Removals are your friend. Let's cut a Foregone Power here. Yes. Every one of these that goes is big power up. I can buy another removal after this. Make sure to dupe the Echo Infusion here. Yep, there it is. And then I think we just buy another removal on a Foregone Power. Our entire goal here is to assemble this as soon as possible. So the Foregone Power goes. Okay, so 215 out of 100. I'm reasonably confident we have the infinite. I just need to make sure I can assemble it. Okay. This is odd. A little dicey. It's a bad turn 1. I don't think this connects it, does it? No. We're probably not going to be able to infinite on turn 1 for anyone keeping track. Just seems reasonable. Kickback Bounding Echoes. This must connect with very important guy. Hopefully Shattered Shell baits on middle. That would be excellent. Let's consume some stuff on bottom. I'm going to Forgotten Trade on bottom. As much as this is kind of a waste, it lets me get a Daze Out on turn 1 on Patient, which I value a lot. Okay, we hit one of the Echo Infusions. That will have to do. Yes. So let's kick back some stuff. Oh, come on, Alarm. I thought I had that turned off. Ah, I hate when that happens. I hate it. It's one of the worst feelings when it goes off in the middle of a recording. It feels super unprofessional to me. So, all right, it's fine. Keeper, airdrop in. Okay, fine. Oh yeah, there's no Ember Drain anyway on this Covenant. Play the Bounding Echoes numero uno. Okay. Echo Infusion out. Okay, you get the other Echo Infusion here. See, this is not an ideal one, but it's okay. Let's burn cards mid-floor here. I think this does matter. Playing out spells is good. Yes. Okay. Alright, upstairs. Great news. Cool. We're gonna keep kicking cards around. It doesn't really matter that much. First card is Unnamed Tome, I think. Actually, it's gonna be Echo Infusion just for sure. Then it's Unnamed Tome. Order does matter here. I am going to Echo Break here to draw. Sure. Seems good. I can play the Soul Crushing Guilt, which is good. We're making good progress on a lot of this. I need to play out... I should have played all of those... yeah, I should have played the other ones. These Atomic Rail Spikes. Definitely needed to go there. Okay, fine. It's fine, actually. So... Urchin Spine's here. Echo Infusion upstairs is good. Let's try to kill things, right? Yeah, great. Excellent news, in fact. I will Proclamation for 5 billion damage here. That seems good. Then I'm going to Rail Spike him just to get these cards out, I think. In fact, I may actually prefer to self-Rail Spike here. No, that's fine. We'll do it on bottom. Or on middle, rather. Alright, he should have to go up top. Okay, now my hope is I should be able to infinite here. Right? Right. To do this, I need Bounding Echoes connecting with Echo Infusion. Got it. Very important. Okay, we're drawing cards. I need to shoot the boss. I need to spend this Ember in a meaningful way. So let's burn Ice Storm here. Okay, good. And then it's Echo Infusion, Echo Infusion. Cool, we have it. Alright, and then I just click this. I click this until we have the win, basically. We come out +1 on this every turn, which is great. Even if I had Karuska, this would rip a lot harder, but we do eventually get the kill this way, which is, you know, maybe not pretty, but fine. Gosh, this is a +6 damage scaling one. Fortunately, Token of a Traitor doing some work here. Alright, well, we did it. We have it. It's just gonna take me a year to get there. So hey, how's everyone going? How's everyone doing? You know, this is not exactly the run I was expecting to have, coming right back after a long 60-hour work week, but here we are. So, yeah, play an infinite, I guess. My entire infinite strategy is +1/+1 from Keeper of Echoes and a +1/+1 into himself. So we gain 8 damage swing every turn, 2 from Token of a Traitor, 6 from stats. So that's pretty reasonable, I think. It'll get there eventually. Yeah, totally. Valid approach to winning the run. But yeah, there's definitely a way of doing an even faster infinite here. I did talk about it. I didn't do it. You kind of have to go out on a limb. You have to grab that Wurmkin etchings out of the gate, hope for the best, and then you have to take the Deep Offering. Your goal will be to remove consume on the... You gotta remove consume a few things, but you have it, right? You technically don't have to remove consume. You can use Wurmkin etchings to bring things back, but you do need some draw power, which is where this Offering Monument comes from, right? Because Wurmkin etchings puts it on top of your deck, so you need to be able to find it and grab it. So once you can draw into it, you're okay. You draw into that Deep Offering, you send it, it's fine. But yeah. This is definitely not as fast as I would have liked, right? This is 3 waves remaining. It's a pretty slow infinite. It took me many turns to get there. So, kind of not ideal. But that's okay. I could technically speed this up just a slight bit by applying the rail spike into the proclamation. And I will definitely do that in a second. I don't think it messes me up to do this either. So let's just go ahead and click that real quick. We'll go ahead and rail spike 1. Then we go rail spike 2. Then we go ahead and proclamation, and we're fine. Cool. And you can see I can actually recover the infinite after that, no problem. We already have the kill, so there's no reason to do it, so just let it go. Great job. Okay, cool. Infinite acquired. Now, the big advantage of Divinity here is he doesn't leave my floor, so I don't have to do anything too fancy here. I just need to play cards out until I can draw through and hit the infinite pieces. The most important thing I can do is making sure Bounding Echoes actually connects with my cards that need it, right? They must connect with Echo Infusion. Now, I could generate a lot of Echoes and a lot of Ember here, which is kind of interesting. But it can get spent quickly, so I think we need to just kind of play it a little chill. We're going to go upstairs, do the thing. Shark is great. Here you go, Shark. We get the Keeper in. We get the Train Steward buddy in, or the Offering Monument friend. I kind of think the play is you Forgotten Trade first, right? Then you Offering Monument, we don't play into it. We shoot a man on bottom. We let it ride, I think. Yeah. We just hope we draw well enough eventually. Kind of a bummer. Let's just go ahead and keep kicking stuff for the time being. I'm going to play cards, and we'll see what we draw into here. It's not ideal. I didn't do the Bounding X. I want to try to actually incant, right? It's kind of important. So I'd like to Proclamation to draw 2 here. Maybe we see 1. It's a shame. I'm going to keep playing cards. I need to save 1 Ember here, so let's burn an Urchin Spines here. Okay, we hit 1. So now I can go Bounding Echoes. Oh, it didn't create the spell chain copy. That slows me down a lot, but I think we can still get it here, right? Let's go ahead and rail spike it out. Burn the rail spike here. Do I have it? Ugh, I do have it, don't I? I super do. Yeah. You come out 1 hit point ahead over time. It's enough, I suppose. So, we do have... God, this is the worst, right? It actually does fall apart, though, because it doesn't generate enough... So losing the spell chain copy did ruin it. Alright, go back. We'll replay that. That's fine. This feels like a necessary replay here. I should get this correct. Not creating the spell chain copy is a major mistake. We were close, okay? Quite close on that one. Play out most of this the same way. I will burn a card. Drain, get this thing out. We'll blast. Sure, doesn't really matter what we blast with. Great, fine. Okay, we keep kicking here. I think we actually just buy time, if I'm being honest with you. Just kind of let it go. Yeah, it's fine. Shoot a guy downstairs. Sure, seems okay. We'll shoot another guy downstairs. Still seems okay. We're just buying time until I can actually connect the infinite pieces. Good. This is how I should have done this before, right? You click Bounding Echoes, which activates everything, and you're online, and it's really that easy, right? It truly is that simple. I don't even need the spell chain copy anymore, really. You just shoot a guy here. I could burn this spell weakness here. I mean, if I'm going to do it, I may as well hit him with a proclamation, right? Cool. I'm just playing cards because I do want to just keep drawing around. Cool. And now we actually have it. Oh, I need one more turn. Bummer. Okay, it's fine. Maybe? Yeah. I need one more. I could have played that upstairs, but I'm not drawing enough. I don't have enough space in my hand. Now I actually have it. Anything else I want to hit with this Bounding Echoes? Might as well wait. Sure. Sure. Draw all the cards. Then we play the Bounding Echoes, which should redraw around. Yeah, now we have it. Cool. Now I do want to just shoot this man here, get him out of the way real quick. Okay, we have it. Now we're actually achieving it. This is what I wanted to do initially. I forgot about the echoes in the initial case. You do have to hit them both. This is kind of a very unclean boss fight otherwise, but it will get the kill eventually, is the most important piece of information here. So it's okay, right? We are still generating 8 damage per card play. And a lot of health, you know. I mean, this sets us up for Relentless pretty well, but it's not a very effective means of fast infiniting, for sure. That's okay, right? I'm not pressed about this in any fashion. You could maybe add a little bit of extra oomph to this. I can probably pull out an extra couple hundred if we're just thinking about the proclamation bit, but... Right, because you can toss in essentially 3 proclamations here, and they each do 200. So I'm looking at what, that's like 600 damage I can do in a pinch, which I will do when we get closer. We still have, you know, 2,600 health to push through, which is obscene, but, you know, fine, I guess. It's Monster Train, baby! We're doing the thing. Wow. I can actually potentially push out more damage if I'm trying to do Urchin Spines plays here, right? I could Urchin Spines out and push like 600, a good chunk. There's kind of no reason not to do that, right? We have enough health? Yeah, sure. Cool, and then you airdrop in Proclamation here for a big chunk. This is worth it because it speeds me up in a huge way. We will eventually redraw back around. We continue the infinite from here, yeah. You can see how this easily recovers. So we play Proclamation again. Sure. Then we're just gonna cycle back around. Cool. And then we can fit one more Proclamation in there. Alright. Now this will be the last Proclamation I can play, but it at least gets me a lot closer to victory. Great. Now I only have 1,100 health to go through. Could have been worse. Good grief. I potentially could push out a little more, actually, right? I burn the... Yeah, Unnamed Tome, actually, is the angle here, right? You Unnamed Tome gives me 2 echoes to work with. I can then Proclamation, and we draw back around on ourselves, and then we can Proclamation again, and we continue to draw back around on ourselves. Now we are truly well and good, reliant on our 8 damage swing a turn, but that makes it a lot more passable, right? We have 500 health to go, which is only something like... that's like 80 card plays or something. It's more than that. I'm not happy with it. This is not the infinite you want to be playing. I can think of worse ones. You know, imagine if our only scaling was like Glacial Seal's Frostbite here, but actually it would be very helpful if I had this Frostbite now that I'm thinking about it, because it adds 2 damage to an 8 damage infinite. I tell you what, this Token of a Traitor rips though. It's doing a lot of work here. This is a pretty good Divinity kill actually when you think about it. 6 waves remaining. It's pretty fast. Yeah, it's pretty fast. I feel pretty good about this setup. I'm glad we at least found an infinite. I feel like we pulled off a good enough score here. It's not going to be, you know, this is no top scoring run. I'm certain that someone's going to have done that deep offering nonsense I talked about, and we'll have a much stronger finale as a result, but that's okay. I think you can get some ridiculously fast infinites that way. It's okay. We're still going to get the win. We're only a few plays out now. One more. Amazing. We did it. Press end turn. Cool. Good job. Alright, alright. I'm happy with it. We'll take it. We'll take it. That's actually pretty good. I think we're top 10, right? That seems like a top 10 score if I was a betting man. And I do think I am in this particular instance. It's a long run, though, unfortunately. Let's see what we roll up to. We're looking for 70. If we can hit 70, I'm happy about it. Yeah, look at that. 72. Incredible. Back to challenge. Cool. Yeah, all right. We hit in the 70s. Great job. I want to look at the top person. Which infinite did you do? What am I looking at? What is happening? Glacial Seal. Is this the Glacial Seal infinite? Where's your infinite? It's a lot of relics. Wait, where's your infinite? Gifts for a guard? Is it gifts for a guard on Wurmkin etchings? You don't have it. Now, this looks like cheating. Where's your card draw? You only have gifts? Where are you getting cards from? You're not getting cards from anywhere. This is a bunch of garbage, right? How do you 9-turn patient with this deck? Am I missing something? Endless, Eel Gorgon infused, something or other? Glacial Seal here. This does not look like this has the push to... Like, I mean, you have the right idea. You've got some spell chain. But what's his payout? Intrinsic Ice Tornado. 120 damage? I guess if you pull out enough of these. Still, though, that's only 6 times spell weakness. So, what, 120 by 7? Maybe it's the Proclamation instead? I don't see this. This looks like hacks to me. All right, let's see what this next person did. Okay, now we're talking, right? Offering Monument, Echo Infusion. Yeah, this... You didn't take Echo Infusion? Oh, you pseudo-infinite. You use humongous health, and you're just... yeah, Forgotten Trade to push out disgusting amounts of spell weakness, and your kill shot is this Proclamation. Okay, yeah, so I can see how this pulls it off. Yeah, you're just huge card drawing here, and your goal is to generate ridiculous amounts of echoes and Ember with the Forgotten Trade, which you also remove consumed. Okay, yeah, I can see how this generates infinite Ember, which in turn lets you generate... It's not infinite Ember. Man, this seems kind of finicky. I think you can do this, though, right? You get 11 card plays before your Offering Monument dies. A little more, actually. You get 12 because of the Keeper of Echoes infusion. So 12 card plays. I think that's enough spell chain, and I think you can pull this off in 12. Yeah, with the double stacks and stuff. This is really finicky. This is one of those things where I'm always interested in how someone plays the run this way. Because this looks extremely vulnerable on ring 7, right? Like, how does this get past... I guess this is a really high scoring run because it's not very high shards. It goes hard by getting the pre-relentlesses fast. But it's just, you look at this and it's like, all right, I mean, how you win in this, right? Dire Channel. Yes. Oh, wait, the Cold Channel pivot. What is this? Dire Channel, Cold Channel? What in the blazes? I mean, maybe this works at Covenant 1. This is terrible. This Soul Guard is bad. The Soul Guard is very bad. Wow. It's interesting because, I mean, this doesn't look very strong on ring 7. Depending on when this... Oh, yeah, this super gets the early kill on Fell. But this just does not look like... How are you not taking 5 billion damage to conduits? I'm really interested in how they play that out. Because this deck has nothing, right? This deck doesn't do anything. And after a certain point, all you can do is press Echo Break and what, Proclamation? How do you not die to a Gilded Wings, right? How are you taking 0 pyre damage here? Also, this Karuska is nuts. I can't believe you found Karuska. You lucky dog. I wish I had Karuska. Rude. Video game. Other people finding Karuska. I don't want to talk to you all anymore. I won without Karuska, okay? We pulled it off. We pulled it off. I did a 215 shard run. I'm happy with that. It's fine. This is not as good as it could have been, for sure. But I still at least feel like we got the Infinite, pulled it off on Patient and Divinity. It was a little bit slow, but we got 6 turns on them both, so I'll take it. And yeah, that feels pretty decent to me. That feels pretty good. We definitely score in the 70s. I think that's kind of where you're aiming to be here. So yeah, all right, I guess just Infinite, it's fine. I mean, if we had seen the Karuska, this pops off it's so much faster. It's still the same, right? It doesn't actually enable the Infinite in any way. It just makes the Infinite more effective. It means that I can just spam play this, where is it? Proclamation without fear, right? This card just becomes free part of my Infinite for 200 damage because it's purple and then also generates an echo from Karuska. So, I mean, it would be awesome to have had, but that's fine. Yeah. It's interesting. I don't know. A lot of people seem to have like these better ideas. Like no one else has taken the egg run, right? No one else has taken Mr. Hardenhall on the hope that they see a powerful egg play. I don't know. That just seems like a smart call, right? This run could be... You can get very fast kills with Endless Egg really quickly. I don't know. Maybe they just kind of read the tea leaves and knew that it wasn't going to be the thing. But it's hard to say, right? Part of what makes this a challenge for me is always me trying to plan around what could happen. And I feel like a lot of players here, they look at this board and they say, got it. There's the kill shot exists. Someone got an 82k. Kill shot enabled. And then instead of doing these like hedge your bets kind of choices, they just full send on their favorite strategy. Apparently some people also just like hard reset this periodically and keep changing their strategy until they can refine it. That feels a little disingenuous, right? I don't actually know how you pull that off. Don't tell me if you know how, because some part of me likes not knowing. But I have to imagine it's some kind of save data manipulation BS. Regardless, it's kind of nice trying to see how high you can go on your first time through. This feels like the genuine way to experience the dailies, right? As opposed to playing it through to like Divinity and then going, ah, yes, I could have done this thing differently and gotten a much better score, and then delete your save data, I guess, and then play again or whatever. But I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. We'll take it. So cool. It's an Infinite. Yay. I think that's like the 3rd one on the channel. Of course, it's in a daily. So I will let you all go there. Go team. Yeah, all right. Well, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.